Hey guys, the Airconditioner here because why not? And welcome to another one of our awesome mod adventures and all that. It's actually been quite some time, but you know what? I've been busy sadly, and also this mod is quite the doozy. This is the Annunaki, or how I know for a fact I will never be able to pronounce it. Annunaki or whatever it is, Genesis mod or something like that. I butchered that beyond measure, but you know what? Whatever. This mod is huge and just badass in every way. And no, I didn't actually dye my smithy. This is actually the smithy in this mod. Like, they actually added about 3 different like structure type item things and a whole bunch of other awesome stuff. But mainly the whole thing about this mod is it basically takes your game and say you are on, like, let's say difficulty wise you're on like level 1. This puts you up to level 1,000 times 1,000 pretty much. Like, as you can see, we got our little pterodactyl here, and yeah, he is pretty much found in the wild at that level. Basically, yeah, you know, the whole, oh, dinos are normally found at like a max of, I think, what is it, like 120 nowadays or something like that? Now you can find like a little baby parasaur, because, you know, babies are now just roaming around. Yeah, you can find a little baby parasaur level 600 just, you know, peacefully walking about and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, before we jump directly into this, there are like a few little problems that I actually encountered while, you know, getting this mod up and running, which, I mean, might as well just, in case everybody else has these kind of problems, might as well help you out. Alright, so, basically, when you're installing this mod, you know, the easy, just hit the little green plus or whatever it is on the workshop, and there you go. But how you set it up to actually get it to work is when you're starting up the menu thing for when you're going into, like, single player and all that, you have to turn the difficulty up to 1.0. It can't be anything lower, and I don't think you can even go any higher, so, yeah, it has to be that, and then pretty much you're set to go. And then what you have to do after that is you need to play the waiting game, because it may seem like it froze when it's like loading, but it does actually take about 5 to 10 minutes ish to actually start up, at least for me. I mean, it might be different for different people, but pretty much just play the waiting game and you'll be pretty good to go. Alright, so without further ado, let's dive right into this. We'll do the items slash armor and all that stuff kind of first, because I mean, yeah, this little platform here, take a good look at it. Looks beautiful, right? Yeah, it's probably going to be destroyed within seconds when we do some of the creatures and all that. I mean, we'll also fly around on my little pterodon OJ, who, you know, he's not your average colored pteranodon, because, yeah, there's also their own color schemes in the world, too. I mean, you got these awesome colors, which, yeah, we'll just go fly around and check out some of the stuff that I'm too lazy to spawn in and all that. But, yeah, so, without further ado, we have 3 different types of armors which you can get from the different types of bosses and all that, which is, yeah, there's pretty much, they range in badassness and in, you know, protectability and all that. Like, for example, we got this DodoRex, whatever it is, helmet, 306 armor. Meanwhile, you got, like, the Warden, which is only 200, and where's the other one? It is somewhere. Where are you? Oh, Alpha, there we go, which is only 100. So, as you can see, this one's like the top tier, like highest level, and then Alpha's like the lowest, and Warden's like the middle. So, we'll start out with the lowest first. Alpha, 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 and are we missing the Alpha? Yep, we're missing the boots, and we should be good to go. Alright, so, as you can see, yeah, you can see my little naked guy right here. Alright, we'll just go and plop all this Alpha stuff on, which, as you can probably tell, you get from Alpha creature things, which are, you know, pretty deadly and all that. But I mean, you know what? Pretty worth it if you ask me. I mean, we have like chitin armor that's just straight up on roids. I mean, look at this. This stuff looks badass. But yeah, it's not just, oh yeah, it armors and gives you a lot of defense. I mean, we're at 800 with the full suit. It actually gives you buffs as well. Like, look, this one gives underwater sight, so you can see better underwater. This one gives increased damage resistance. There we go. We got stamina regen. We got increased movement speed and increased melee damage. And you can tell those buffs are active in the bottom left right there with the little, what are they called? Like Alpha Rex? No, that's the Bone Rex, like little head thing or whatever. Alright, well, anywho, we'll take off the Alpha stuff. We will now take the Warden, which is the next tier, which, as you can probably tell, you get from the Wardens. And, nope, alright, we got all of it. Okay, now let's just throw this on real quick. Okay, and we're looking a lot like our friend DodoRex, and yeah, he actually has quite a bit to do with this mod, so we'll check him out later. But, yeah, we're basically like fur armor, but once again, on like some form of roids or something, because, I mean, we look awesome. Look at this. Yeah. What with our beak and all that. But, yeah, as you can see in the bottom left, we have also, again, little buffs and all that. Like the hat gives us underwater sights and unlimited oxygen. So, yeah, quite the step up from, oh, yeah, I can see better underwater. It's like, oh, yeah, now I can just, you know, I'm a fish now. I've ascended to my true form. But, yeah, we also have increased damage resistance. Like, I'm guessing by quite a bit more. And this one is increased stamina regen, just guessing a little bit more higher quality than the other one. Then this one's just, once again, movement speed, and then more melee damage and all that. And it gives 1,000 armor instead of 800 like the other one. And also see how they're all, like, uncommon and all that random stuff? Armor apparently has, like, random chances to be different things. Either that, or it's, like, when I was spawning it in, it just decided to be random for me. Or maybe it's, like, when you craft it, you pretty much get a random buff on it, which would be pretty cool. And I'm way too lazy to go and get a whole bunch of materials and test that out for sure. So, yeah, let's just leave it at that. And then here's my favorite set of armor. Oh my goodness, this armor is a top tier, and it's just too badass for words. Let's just quickly throw it on. Alright, there we go, and look at this. Tell me we don't look like some sort of, like, Forerunner kind of guy from, like, Halo or whatever. I mean, look at this. Aside from the fact that you can see my beefy neck kind of popping out a little bit. But, I mean, yeah, look at this. The flattest butt cheeks you've ever seen. But, I mean, we just look. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this. Alright, let's check out the stats we got. We got 1,500 armor. And, yeah, like, this is going to be, like, the minimal amount of armor that you're going to need to fight some of these bosses. And, it's crazy. Alright, so we have this one on underwater, you know, sight, unlimited oxygen, and nutrients. What does that mean? Even though I'm currently in, like, God mode and I'm cheating where it's like my stuff can't go down, yeah, I don't think I can ever starve when you're wearing this helmet. And then this one is increased damage resistance, and you heal more with it. And then this one is increased stamina and torpor resistance, meaning, you know, you're a lot more resistant to getting knocked out. And then this one is just, you know, movement speed, and this one is just melee damage, but also recoil reduction, meaning, say I was, like, to get, like, punched in the face, I'm not going to fly back, like, 100 feet. I'm going to be kind of just right here in the bottom left. We have these awesome little triangles, which shows that the armor's actually working. So, there you go. Alright, let's actually just transfer all these. There we go. And we have two other little, like, kind of like item things, I guess you could call them. Which, dang it, I just put it back in. Alright, and there we go. Alright, we have the, whatever it is called, Forge, which I'm never going to be able to pronounce. Pop that right there. It's basically a black, awesome-looking forge that just looks amazing. And knowing this mod, it probably builds it in not just, you know, bulk, but I'm guessing it's like god tier amount of bulk. You can put something in there, just done within seconds. So, there you go. Gasoline, and there you go. It's basically just a forge, but like 100 times more upgraded. And then this is a little vault that, there you go. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it has like bloodstains almost on it. And it has 150 slots, and the health is 50,000. So it's basically that huge vault, but pocket size. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we have some other stuff in here, like we have weapons, like we have a lance, which is a strong melee weapon that knocks back your opponent, and tipped with poison, yada yada. It has higher durability, but less damage, because, as you can see, the repair requirements, narcotics. Basically, this thing knocks out your opponents. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do with knocking out in this, because, you know, you want to tame a lot of this stuff in there, and you can also tame stuff with things like this, like Silver Treat, which adds 35% taming, any tameable creature, because some creatures physically cannot be tamed no matter what you do. And then we got the golden, instantly bind any tameable creature to your will, yada yada, can't be used on alphas, broodmothers, megathepithecus, weaverins, and DodoRex. So, there you go. This thing instant tames anything. If you want to use it on a dodo, go ahead. I mean, I don't know the recipe to it, and I'm too lazy to go find out, but you know what? Whatever. We also have javelins, which are basically just, you know, your typical javelin, except they have basically narcotics, I believe, on them. So let's just drag that in there. We have small health potion, which regens 25% of your health, and we have a max health, which no matter what your health is, like, see, I'm at 600 right now. If I was like at 1,000,000, drink that, boom, 1,000,000 health back. Then we have like narcotics, like much higher quality than the default, which deep sleep, but makes you hungry and increases your health like a lot. And then we got this, which is completely, like, say you're, like, almost about to be unconscious, eat this or drink it or whatever it is, then, boom, full like it's nothing. And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff, like we have compound different, like, arrows and all that, which I completely forgot the bow, which I'll grab that later. But yeah, we have, like, poison, we have frost, and fire, which you can pretty much already guess what they do. And then we have, like, your typical poison arrow and poison dart and all that. We'll actually grab these and a long neck rifle, because we can load those up. And as you can see, they can only be used with the long neck rifles. There's no, like, special rifle with this thing. But yeah, we also have a little experience potion. This gives you, like, 500 experience, and then this one gives you 5,000. It could be used on either you or your, you know, mount or whatever you have. So, I mean, there you go. Look, experience gained. And you have a nice little, like, almost jumping sound effect when you're actually successfully doing it. So, there you go. I mean, if I wasn't already at, like, the absolute max, because now the new max level, because of this mod, is you get level 100, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, we also have, like, other stuff, like the costume, like DodoRex, and we have, like, this thingy, little companion cube type thing. We have two of them, which are used to essentially tame these, you know, nightmarish creatures that can be your best friends. So, yeah. Alright, let's just load this bad boy with a nice purple dart thing. Let's check this guy's torpor. 500. Okay, and now let's just see what it did to you. I forgot he's in God mode. Never mind. Alright, let's go find something else that we can go and, you know, test this rifle out. Because, I mean, the world is our oyster. We can go anywhere except for that way, because that's where my old base is. And I don't feel like having it all completely freeze and all that fun stuff. Alright, so let's go over here to, maybe, let's go, actually, yeah, let's go over to this way where we can maybe find some of the, other stuff. Alright, it's lagging like crazy because, you know, I recently had to do a dino wipe because yeah, let's just say I summoned something that did not want to cooperate at all, even though I'm in God mode. So yeah, it's just kind of generating in all the dinos and all that stuff, but if we get lucky, we'll be able to see one of the absolute awesome, like, color schemes. Like, see, look, a pink Dilo, for crying out loud. Those guys are awesome. But yeah, we also have, like, different variants. Like, you know, you'll find your, oh, there's like an alpha raptor. Now you have, like, a badass raptor, which is, you know, exactly what it's called. A badass who, a lot bigger and a lot stronger. So hopefully we can maybe find one. Like, for example, over here, we got a whole bunch of nice, colorful pterodactyls and whatever you want to call them. Same with these guys. Like, they're like lime green and all that. We got that guy like pink. Let's see if we can find like a nice big Bronto, because those guys look absolutely amazing with their new colors and all that. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky up here. Because normally these guys like to spawn up here. Nope, not looking like it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of nice little raptors down there. Awesome stuff. Alright, let's just zoom up here. Just one last quick thing. Nope, not looking like it, but as you can see here, we actually have a nice little, what is this guy? He is an alpha. So there you go, level 300, taking on raptors who it looks like they should be one-shot, but no, they're level 195 and all that, and mate boosted, but he's still just taking them down like it's nothing. I believe, yeah, you can tame alphas, because, I mean, there's like a whole bunch of skins and stuff you can do with them, and as he just whacks it, oh, he is dead. Jeez, and he's hauling ass after the other one. Alright, so we're just gonna fly down over here, because I really want to try and find a Bronto, and I don't have the spawn code on the ready. But, you know what? It's like freezing right now, showing that maybe something spawned in, maybe not. You know what? I'm too lazy to keep looking around. Alright, let's just get to the next part, where we go and spawn something in. Alright, so this is actually one of the DodoRexes, well, not one of the DodoRex that you can actually tame using that companion cube type thing, which we're spawning in, ba-boom. I think yeah, I hit the wrong one. Okay, and it should be this one. No. I could have sworn it worked before. Actually, yeah, I think it might be the fact that I'm actually flying. Let me get on the ground. There we go. Okay, well, since that one actually got deleted because of all these codes and all that. Alright, let's summon in... Actually, no, this might be the correct one, actually. There we go, there we go. Yeah, that bad boy right there, that's the one you can put a saddle on and call your best friend. I mean, let's get a good look at this guy who is his own, like, light show. I mean, look at this. He's, like, red, he has, like, glowing blackness of just pure nightmares, you know, just emanating off him. You know, the usual. But, yeah, you can tame that guy and he'll be your best friend at killing stuff, so there you go. Alright, now let's go all the way back up. And this should be the dragon, right? Yep, there we go. This is the other guy you can tame. So let's just get onto... I mean, no, that's fine. You can step on my bird. But, I mean, look at this. His wings are pure nightmare. Like, he flies using the power of children's, like, you know, eternal fears. But, like, look at that. He has, like, badass mech kind of, like, stuff on him. Even on his tail. I mean, look at his head. He doesn't even have a head. It's just, like, metal armor. It's awesome. So it's, like, blue and red. You can take your pick, whether you like blue or red, or flying, or fire. Actually, no, both of them do fire. But that guy can fly, so... I mean, I might go with the dragon, to be completely honest. Yep, there he goes. He has quite the sound effect as he does so. But, yeah, alright, so... we have some other awesome stuff we can check out. Like, we have, for example, like, different characters of, things you can find around. Like, we can have little baby DodoRexes. Like, we have a fire one here, who I believe his name is Blaze. If I can get free from Blaze, please. I mean, I want to get free, please. Come on, we got this. Alright, you know what? This is going to be difficult. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so there's Blaze, and then we have his little brother, or, well, I guess they're all the same age if you think about it. We got a Frosty here. They're all just like little DodoRex babies that will stay babies forever, and I don't think you can tame them. And then we have, which one's this one? This is Toxo. He's basically the toxic one. So yeah, we have 3. I believe we have 4, I think. Right? No, we don't. Alright, no, but yeah, this is another little, you know, thing that you'll have to encounter randomly throughout the world, where basically they're the drakes, the little mini dragons that do not like you, even though I'm in God mode. They're these tiny little guys who, yeah, essentially just breathe fire, poison, or essentially ice, because there's, you know, 3 different variants of them, and might as well spawn each one. So, but first, let's just wipe the world. There we go, just clean up everything, and it'll just have a little bit of a hiccup right there as we, you know, load everything in. Alright, good. And then we have the Ice Drake, which they're all pretty much like the same color-ish, like color scheme, except like different colors, like blue, green, or red. Shoot different fires that do different effects, like that guy slows you down, the poison obviously poisons you, and here we go, just summon him in the, there we go. Alright, they really don't like my bird. Okay, so now we also have other things, like we have essentially, you know, we have the badass version of like the Drake, which, actually no, that's the same one. Apparently I put it in twice. No, whatever. Okay, no, wait, no, we have to summon this guy before we can actually destroy all the dinos. Okay, so we have the Broodmother, which is an Uber, which, that's a race of, you know, big, angry guys who want you dead in the worst way possible. So, yeah, I believe, yeah, Broodmother shouldn't be that fast. Like, watch, let's cross the river like it's, you know, it's nothing for us, but apparently it's also nothing for the Broodmother who I just actually outran. It's not a good example. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you know, Broodmother, the big, slow spider. Well, this one is, you know, has a different color scheme and is very fast, and you guys need to stop with that. Alright. Destroy. Alright, there. They're gone with their annoying fire breath. Okay. Now we also have other ones, like we have, you know, we have another Uber, which is basically the gorilla. There we go. He's the color gold and kind of angry, so we're gonna hit him. There we go. Now he is hauling rear monkey end over to us with his nice golden coat and giant scar and all that. So yeah, we'll just leave him to go do his dirty work down there, or whatever he does. Alright, and then we have the, you know, wardens, which are, yeah, you don't want to mess with these guys, like, at all. These guys spawn randomly in their, you know, respective biomes. We got this guy, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but there it is, the War Chief of the ARK, which we're going to summon him right here, which I think, yeah, I need to be a lot closer to the ground for that. Or I think he was one of the ones that actually had problems with. Let me see. Oh, no, there we go. Alright. Nope. Alright. I keep forgetting. You see those little, like quotation mark things? You actually need to summon them in without those. There we go. Alright. Now let's go and fly away. And, you know, that's fine. Just endless fire. Yeah, it's basically DodoRex on crack. Because, I mean, as he walks, he destroys, essentially, you know, rocks in general. I mean, oh, there's some of the Brontos. I mean, look how awesome their color scheme looks. Look at that. It's nice and red. But yeah, this guy summons little dragons. And I mean, he's just metal, just badass is all I can say. So, yeah, we have him. And then we have, this guy, wait, what's this guy named? Yeah, this guy was the Warden of the Mountains, the Raiwam, or however you pronounce that. Summon him in. He's basically a Giganotosaurus with a top hat, and he's purple. Yeah, he's pretty badass if you ask me. Also, he destroys, you know, terrain, but let's also set time of day 12. There we go. Okay, and, oh god, what happened to that Bronto? Jeez. Okay, so they mutilated it. That is just mutilated. Oh god. Alright, well, you know what we gotta do? Alright, this is going to be very, very loud right here. I mean, aside from the fact that it already is a little bit loud, but this guy's roar, because you know how the Gigas are already just, you know, pretty loud? Yeah, this guy's roar is basically, the only way I can describe it is the birth of the universe. I shit you not. Watch, alright, so you might want to turn down your volume a bit for this, because I don't think any amount of editing could, you know, make this lower, but here we go. We're gonna hit him, and alright, I'm really scared. Here we go. There we go. Alright, there's Cosmos have just been, you know, created. Oh god. He's just one angry little Giga who I believe he also summons like those little dragon things. And no point in making him scream anymore, so let's leave those things to go and ravage the ecosystem and eat Brontos and oh god. Alright, let's go over here, where hopefully we can be safe for a little bit. Alright, and let's go to the next warden, which is the Sky Boss, which is basically a giant Argent. I mean, giant Argent with a giant top hat. And it's very fast. I mean, I'm faster because, you know, speed boost and all that stuff, but I mean, that guy looks pretty awesome, not gonna lie. He's like white and black. Alright, let's see if he has a roar. Yeah, he has quite the roar, and he summons giant Dimorphodons and giant Argents and all that crazy stuff, and this guy, I know for a fact we're not going to be able to outrun. So, what we're going to do for him is we're going to just do another little wipe of all the dinos. There we go. Nice and peace and quiet-ish. Alright, now we can go and check out the Warden of the Isle, which is Smogoth or whatever. I didn't even say the... Actually, no. Nilok or whatever is the Argent. But, yeah, I can't pronounce these. I think this is like, what, like from the Norse gods or something? I don't even know what these names are, but basically this guy, giant one of these guys with a giant top hat, and yeah, this is the guy who actually destroyed my entire, you know, setup over there, like all the way over there. And let's actually just give him a nice good wallop in the back. Yep, his roar is, you know, pretty loud. All of them are very, you know, deafening, but as you can see, he's very fast as well and destroys rocks and, oh god, he's just overall a nightmare. Alright, so, we have another, which is, it would be this guy right here. Cockroach or something. He's basically a giant Suko. Right there. Alright. This guy is fast on land as he is in water, and let's just hit him. Another loud. Alright, not too loud, but as you can see, you know, he summons more of these bird things, which are each level... What level are you? I have no way of really checking because I have nothing that can really kill you. I mean, oh yeah, he also summons little crocodiles too, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get the heck out of here and maybe actually kill these guys if we can. Alright, can we? Yeah, I believe we can. Yeah, awesome. Alright, and boom. Okay, they're dead. Alright, nice. Alright, now, I gotta stop saying alright, note to self. But now we can go to Airconditioner, which is basically a straight up giant turtle that's on fire with a top hat. So that's pretty cool. He also once again roars. Oh wow, he just kind of shakes the everything of the world instead of really roaring per se. But as you can see, if you've been taking notice in the top right, we've been getting a whole bunch of really bad debuffs that pretty much drain our stamina and all this horrible, horrible stuff that you would not survive a second fight in this guy, like, at all, almost riding anything. But yeah, now we have another one, which is this guy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. Basically, giant rhino on fire as well. Pretty much everything here is on fire, and let's see what he roars like. He has a top hat as well. Oh, his just sounds more like terrifying than anything. And oh yeah, so these birds are the disciples of pretty much whatever warden it is. It's basically just a bird or whatever they summon, and level 150, I believe. I think it varies per boss, but you know what? Either way, you're not really going to survive a encounter with these things that just like to absolutely defecate everywhere. Okay, well, let's actually go and check out which ones else do we have set up. No, that's the smithy, all that, yada yada. That one's certainly nothing, I swear. No, yeah, we already summoned all those. You know what? I think what we should do is, you know, I saved kind of the best for last. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff in this mod, which I'm kind of debating. Should we do like a part 2 of this mod? Because I mean, really, what I'm doing right here is just kind of trying to make you either, what's it called, want this mod immediately, or try to avoid it like the plague because of you know, how much death you're gonna endure, which essentially is reverse psychology. Because I mean, who wouldn't want to have to, you know, try to fight those awesome things and be able to say, hey, yeah, I killed that thing. So, yeah. So, let's see about maybe wanting to try to kill this thing, which is, the description of it is literally, it's God. It is straight up God. But, yeah, so, either let me know down the comments below, should we do a part 2 of this, like, to go over the last few remaining stuff, which is not all the, you know, too much exciting stuff. We pretty much covered all that already. But yeah, just let me know. And also, once again, let me know what, you know, mod we should do next and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm not going to end it without showing off God. So, alright, this is going to be, no amount of editing could lower this thing's volume. Here we go. So, you know, lower the volume just a little bit. Yup. There we go. I've summoned God. Alright, we're not on the ground with it, which, oh, it dismounted me. It managed to dismount me. Look at this thing. You can't even look at it. Because I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy enough to... Oh my god. I'm not worthy enough to look at the presence of straight up God. Like, I'm uncontrollably shitting as I'm walking. Like, I mean, if you're looking at God itself, I mean, yeah, anyone would really just straight up uncontrollably shit. I just, oh my god, look at it. It's distorting the very fabric of space and time. So yeah, what we're gonna do is, you know what? There's nothing we can do. And also, I forgot, we never even checked out these. So you know what? Let's see if this will kill God. Yeah! Did we hit it? We did. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what happens if I turn off God mode for myself. How badly will we die? Okay, disintegrated. Disintegrated. Oblivion the Primordial. See, that's the one name that I can pronounce. Primordial Darkness. There we go. Yeah, so, that's one way to show off this mod, I guess you could say. So, yeah, if you like the mod, you know, links in the description if you want that. I also have all the spawn IDs and all that in the description as well, because, I mean, some of the spawns, like how to actually spawn the dinos, are a little bit weird. It's not like just copy it in and just paste it, so I'll also leave in, like, exactly how to do it, so, you know, convenience and all that. But, yeah, leave all the links in the description, and, yeah, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.